We're extremely happy that we've had a very strong performance in the first half of 2023. The last 3 years have been very difficult during the COVID period and all the other dislocations that we've seen both in the local and global economy. But we're thrilled that this half, all the hard work that our colleagues have done over the last few years has come and borne fruit. And so a great set of results, strong earnings growth, and also very good long-term value creation through the business. We measure that through the return on our group equity value, and I'm pleased to say that we're well ahead of target on that. And our operating earnings are up 30% on the same period last year. So it's been really a good performance. We've also seen very strong growth in sales across the business. And really all of our business units have been performing really well this period. And that always helps when everybody pulls together at the same time. We're so excited that we have managed to close the transaction between Sanlam and Allianz to form Sanlam Allianz Africa, the largest insurance group on the African continent. We think the African continent holds so much prospect of growth from the demographic dividend, growth from rising income levels, and growth from low levels of penetration in our industry. So together, as a combined unit with Allianz, we expect this business to do very well over the long term and to produce very high returns for shareholders. It's been a very complicated and long process to get all the regulatory approvals. We've needed over 80 regulatory approvals, and I'm delighted to say that we finally got there, and we are so happy to now be partners with Allianz in Africa. So that's been a big achievement for us this year. We've also welcomed another new partner to the fold at Sanlam, and that is Capital Legacy, by far the leading and most innovative provider of wills and estates in South Africa. And so this will enable us to extend the benefits of wills and estates to all of our customers. I'm also pleased to say that we completed the transaction this year with Afrocentric. We are now the 60% majority shareholder in Afrocentric. That will allow us to bring affordable, high-quality health insurance solutions to the wider Sanlam ecosystem and customer base. We've also been busy taking out the minorities at BrightRock. We're delighted to have the whole BrightRock team on board now. That'll allow us to drive synergies going forward. We've also closed 2 linked investment platform acquisitions, both the ABSA platform and the Alexander Forbes platform, and added well over 100 billion of assets in the process to our platforms. I'm also delighted to say that the integration of the ABSA asset management business into the Sanlam investment business is going extremely well. And all the staff have settled down. And so we've been very, very pleased with the progress on the integration of that business. So we've had a great first half of the year, both financially and from a strategic progress point of view. But looking a little bit towards the balance of the year, what I would say is that we see the trends as positive. Consumers across South Africa and the African continent have found things tough going in the first half of 23, with higher inflation, higher interest rates, really putting pressure on consumer spending. Despite that, the business has done quite well in the first half, and the trends into the second half are positive. The one thing that does worry us looking forward is persistency, and it's really important. We can see the peak of inflation and interest rates beginning to come into view, and the sooner we get to that peak and start going down the other side, the better. I would say that at Sanlam we're absolutely delighted at all the efforts that are being made in our country to resolve the energy crisis, the logistics problems, and the crime and corruption scourge that bedevils economic growth in our country. And we'd encourage everybody to continue working diligently to improve this situation. We are very optimistic that if we can resolve these issues, we can get much stronger and better growth out of the South African economy, which will be good for everybody. Across the African continent, we have also seen African economies taking strain in this macro environment with higher interest rates. We've seen currencies depreciating in many of the countries in which we operate as a result. But we are optimistic about the medium-term prospects in all these countries. The demographic dividend will definitely pay off, and we do see fundamentally good economic growth right across the continent. India has actually performed very well as we've come out of COVID, and we continue to believe that that economy has got stellar growth prospects ahead, and we're very happy that our business is extremely well positioned to take advantage of that going forward. So all in all, we're very positive about the balance of 2023, even more positive about the medium-term outlook, and we would be hopeful that the second half of 2023 would be at least as good as the first half of 2023.